And we welcome you to Brawl 2 weeks after our explosive New Year's event. The rankings all begin again. Tonight's main event, Daryl Graves will go one-on-one versus Simon Youngblood to determine the first strike in the quest for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Of course, that is going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match, as you said, in the World Championship division. One match that is going to be Simon Youngblood coming off that unsuccessful attempt at the European Championship, now held by Louis Richardson. We're also going to see rankings in that here tonight. What's going to be a colossal tussle between GBH and Bruce Brown.
All that and more tonight on Brawl.
Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 249 pounds, Crazy Hammer.
Well, early we're going to kick things off with one of the New Japan Hall of Famers, Crazy Hammer, one of the veterans in the N.E.W. locker room. We're going to go one-on-one tonight versus Quinn. I believe this is in the UK rankings.
It is indeed, of course. Crazy Hammer has held the EFW world title for a whole week, and Snake did everything he could to stop that happening any longer.
Well, two old enemies. Really some bad blood there, some classic matches up between the two, but Hammer refocusing for 2020 and would love to become United Kingdom champion for the first time in his N.E.W. career. He knows he has to rack up 5 wins, and an all-important first must come against the Australian Quinn.
Of course, had a 3-month debut head start on N.E.W. Of course, not as much experience in total against Crazy Hammer. Has given himself a year to get a championship, or he is out of wrestling for good.
When Quinn's gone, I'll miss him occasionally and think of him never. The Australian has given him 1 year to win himself a title, something he's not achieved in 3.5. A blind squirrel searching for nuts springs to mind, but the Australian is determined. And there has been, give the devil his due, in some tremendous improvement in the in-ring style of Quinn as of late. The question is now, will that come to a title win, or will he once again fall short of his goals?
It's very interesting that he gave himself that ultimatum. Of course, it's one inspired the Prodigy to his success, willingly to put his career on the line against a champion. Of course, the Reaper responded. We all thought that was it. It's in the last of the Prodigy. That was not to be.
Oh, what a belly-to-belly overhead by Crazy Hammer. Here we see two guys with a lot of experience inside that ring, with a veteran trying to reinvent himself and an Australian trying to make himself more relevant.
Oh, Quinn very heavy-handed, knows he's going to have to be against Crazy Hammer in that ring.
Well, I give Quinn full credit where credit's due on this one, Erwin. I think Quinn's not blind and certainly not stupid, and he's seen a lot of this new talent in the back, and he knows he has to make an impact quickly with the Goldmans if he wants to keep his job. He's been here 3.5 years. He is well due a title shot here in N.E.W.
Strikes again. Oh, Crazy Hammer though.
Yeah, the veteran will not go down easy, that's for damn sure. Crazy Hammer knows every trick in the book, probably wrote a few there himself. Oh, what a suplex!
Displayed amazing feats of stamina time and time again.
Hall of Famer, one of the best engines in the business, in my opinion. Crazy Hammer, as good as anyone despite his senior years.
Slamming Hammer to the mat though. Quinn taking control back, getting a little cocky here.
I am surprised though in that Quinn has tried to take on Crazy Hammer on the mat level like he's trying to do here. I think that's a brave attack plan by Quinn. Oh, what a submission maneuver.
Double arm stretch there from Quinn.
Almost like a reverse prone armbar, whatever it was. It was a certainly interesting submission manoeuvre there by Quinn. There you have it, another example of his change up in style as of late. Crazy Hammer now back on the attack,
utilising the extreme rules, which is probably what Quinn wants less of.
Dear Lord, what a suplex. That wafer fin Matt Irwin, as you know too well, will offer little to no protection here tonight.
And we're beginning to rack up the shots on the outside.
Quinn counters.
Hard crucifix. Sending Crazy Hammer onto his head.
Jumps with forearm again. Big Australian is not pulling his shots here tonight.
Impressive form from Quinn here tonight. Again putting himself under his own pressure of 365 days to a title shot.
Well, maybe that's what he needed, Irwin. Maybe that's what Quinn finally needed to light that fire under him. I mean, he's always had the skill set. No one could really justifiably argue with that. He's just lacked that final edge, that final killer instinct that makes you a champion.
Still has over 270 days of those 365. Because the opportunities don't come around all too often.
I think this would be a great start to that quest in Falkwood. I mean, if he could beat Crazy Hammer, a man who has literally won championships all over the world.
Quinn, with a steel chair!
Sweet Jesus, what a chair shot there by Quinn. The veteran's used to the steel, but my God, right to the skull. All it seems to have done is annoy Crazy Hammer.
Yeah, it's continuing on the outside here, but you're right, it seems to have riled up Crazy Hammer. Sends Quinn face first into the apron.
Well, they don't call him Crazy for nothing. He's never met a chair shot he didn't like. It's Crazy Hammer.
Once again fighting back, but sent into the barricade now and back into the ring.
Chitopa checking his time. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Chitopa checking to see if Quinn is still conscious after those hard shots. Zero distance crossbody there. A patented manoeuvre there by Crazy Hammer. Will it be enough? No!
Kick out by Quinn.
It was close. Close but no cigar. Crazy Hammer still have some work to do. The big Australian more than holding his own here tonight.
Sent into the corner. Crowd electric here.
Hangman position.
Hang on.
Wait a minute.
We've seen this before. A man his age does not need to put his body on the line like this.
Crazy Hammer's in his mid-50s, just for anyone who's curious. Yeah, you better cross yourself. One day you're gonna miss. Today, coast to coast by Crazy Hammer. He can still pull it off, Irwin. What a manoeuvre.
Locked, loaded and striked. That could be Quinn out of it. It is.
Good night. I think Quinn's knocked out after that vicious coast to coast. Crazy Hammer pulling out the spectacular against a much improved Quinn, but he is still looking for that elusive win. I'm appalled and I don't know it.
It certainly is, and it's not like you saw that crowd sign earlier before. Apparently, I'm going to go backstage. A word from Snake, I believe.
Well, yes, words from the mastermind after a historic.
I'm surprised we didn't get one last week to open the show.
After a historic night for Magnum Opus, I can't say I blame him, but what a big victory for Crazy Hammer.
to the ring, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, Zach Fuller and Brad Morse.
Well, Snake, with a clear and deliberate message to the N.E.W. world, you can lead, follow, or get out of the way. Magnum Opus sit atop of the mountain of both the world and tag team division. Here is potentially two new contenders for that crown, Brad Morse and Zach Fuller. Teaming up tonight to go against the veteran tag team, the Hit Squad, the first of our tag team ranking matches, Owen, starting anew, looking for a new #1 contender for Magnum Opus's tag team championships.
Of course, a new year. The Eliminators unsuccessful in their attempt on the gold. A good, valiant effort, but nonetheless unsuccessful. Who is going to start climbing that ladder next?
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 547 pounds, Tyler Yore and the Gangster, the Hit Squad.
The Hit Squad, one of the most experienced teams in N.E.W. today, did very well in the last rankings matchup, so I believe they got 3 or 4 in a row before they were finally picked to the post for a title shot. But I think that's shown people that the Hit Squad, when they're focused, could still be a dominating team in the tag team division if they remain focused. Is this the time for the Hit Squad to finally regain the N.E.W. Tag Team Championships?
That's 2-time tag team champions. The Hit Squad against this newly formed Brad Morse and Zach Fuller.
Yeah, it's a battle for the unknown here for Tyler York and the Gangster. York, of course, starting things off for the Hit Squad. Fuller and Morse. Oh! Big backdrop there by Tyler York, the powerhouse of the Hit Squad. Has made great inroads in his personal endurance and his technical ability in 2019. We can't wait to see what 2020 holds for this young man. Stiff forearm shot there by Fuller. The same could be said for Zach. A whole new attitude. Some people will question, but oh, what a snap suplex. You certainly can't argue with results. Oh, the team of Morse and Fuller have looked promising, Owen, in the early onset here.
Yeah, there's quick turnaround here of Tyler York's offense. Zach Fuller back in control now. Here the crowd following with those boos, not liking that Zach Fuller, of course, turning on Wade Nelson, who turned out to be the one who beat the hell out of Adrian Goldman.
Yes, it's an intricate web between those men, no doubt about it. I'm sure we've heard the last of it either. Tag made Gangster now the legal man. Oh, classic double team here by the Hit Squad. Oh,
incredible offense here.
Scoop slam press. We're leaving a 1 count. Hit Squad on the night after.
Zach Fuller.
It was a very impressive escape here, and I think both Tyler York and the Gangster are a little bit surprised about how quickly Zach Fuller got up from that. Gangster trying to fight off the corner work here of Fuller and Morse. Veteran tag team maneuver. Belly to the belly, that'll do it. A step further away. And now the Gangster putting his body in between Fuller and Morse. Exactly what you need to do in enemy territory there, Erwin. Oh, wait a minute, a mistake made by Morse. What will Fuller do here? Goes right back on the attack. Now that's interesting. He had the moment there. He had the opportune moment to make the tag and elected not to, Erwin.
Decided to out-grapple the Brawler.
Tag made. Well, you're absolutely right. If anyone can out-grapple a Gangster, it would be Zach Fuller, one of the more promising amateur wrestlers on our roster today.
A lot of history between Morse and the Gangster, of course. Oh, they've clashed plenty of times here in New Extremes Wrestling. Oh!
Well, let's not forget as well about that deadly Morse code cutter, Erwin. Come from literally out of nowhere and be an absolute game changer in any match that Brad Morse is a participant in. Tag made again, Gangster to Tyler York. Oh, nothing fancy about that. That kick to the midsection seemed to have annoyed Morse there.
And Morse returning
back.
one of his own.
Oh!
Again, just stunting the offense of the hit squad here.
In the corner was Tyler York. Oh, great corner work, great counter there by Tyler York, that veteran team. Shining through there.
Time. Oh! Brad Moss doing the same.
They're playing possum in the hit squad's corner there. I'm not sure how wise that was against veterans like York and the Gangster.
No.
Tyler York overpowering Brad Moss there, determined to make the tag, and he does. The hit squad are keeping things fresh here.
Oh! Nice double hip toss there.
Again, nothing fancy, nothing overly spectacular from the hit squad, just good old-fashioned tag team offense here.
Remember the last time we heard from the hit squad, they're sick of losing there. Wanting to get focused, they're really focusing. Oh, what a spine buster! That was focus indeed.
Tremendous spine buster there. Absolutely scintillating. Shea Devon Anderson. Brad Moss with the counter with a net breaker. Gangster just overpowering him. Oh, hard right hands again. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Alabama slam.
Oh! Hardcore, he could have done it better himself. What an Alabama slam.
Doesn't seem to be done there, but pulling in.
It's got to be over. Tyler York going to run this interference. He went the wrong way.
Fuller trying to overpower Tyler York, unsuccessful that time.
I'm sure Fuller can lift Tyler York.
This distraction allowed Brad Moss to capitalise on the Gangster, the two legal men remaining.
Oh!
Olympic slam.
Pulling one out of Fuller's book there. Oh! Vicious slam by Moss. Taking out the Gangster who's trying to fight back.
Oh, what a power slam.
What a counter. Tremendous speed by Moss.
Gangster in trouble. Draped on the second rope. DDT.
Panted draping DDT by Brad Moss. Taking out the Gangster once again. Fuller and Moss here have gained the momentum against the veteran tag team. Oh, wait a minute, big back body drop by the Gangster, who ain't quite done yet. The big old horse keeps on coming, Owen.
Brad Moss again just stopping him in his tracks.
Dolph, tag made.
Fuller back in the ring. What's this? Oh!
He's a 3D.
Like an aided Morse code, yeah. The 3D, essentially.
That's beautiful. Taking inspiration from one of the best tag teams to ever exist. Zach Fuller and Brad Moss have took control of this match.
Tyler York in there with a quick break up of the pin. The Gangster though trying to fight back here, but Fuller again.
Oh! Now drag takedown by Fuller onto the Gangster.
Youth seems to be overpowering experience here on the part of Zach Fuller.
You're absolutely right, Erwin. I mean, the Gangster and Tyler York have been through their share of wars, there's no doubt about that, but youth will always overcome. You cannot beat the clock.
Leg drop. Oh, hang on though. Gangster again. Oh, but still unsuccessful.
Oh, he's caught in the ropes here. Oh, finally got himself free.
Backdrop.
Fuller did well there, Owen, to keep his composure. That could have been a very ugly story.
Yeah, it really could have. Hang on. Oh, what a sweeping enziguri.
From the ground up.
Something new from the house of Fuller.
Those feet of fury strike again for Zach Fuller. Oh, wait a minute, they're going to try again.
Yeah, but with Moss at the helmet.
Oh.
Aided Moss cord. Again, Tyler York with that speed. Getting to his partner in time. It's definitely over there.
I hope Fuller and Moss sent written permission to Dudleyville for that one, Owen, but it certainly worked. It was certainly effective.
Tyler York dodging Brad Moss's attacks as he returns to his corner. And his partner's in deep trouble here.
GBA can make a wrench once again by Brad Morse, just wearing down the core of the gangster tag made. Zach Fuller again, the legal man. Both teams managed some in-sync tag action here tonight. The gangster has been in that ring, however, now for quite some time.
They're desperate for a tag.
Dolph! You know the gangster though, Erwin, he will not leave that ring in a worse state than we found it. 3 hard clotheslines, takes down Zach Fuller. The veteran back on the attack. Spinebuster! It's exactly what he needed.
Did not want to send York into the shark pit. Oh, hang on, going for a pin of his own.
Zach Fuller, I think, got the rope break there.
I think he got his leg under the rope. Hold there by Shatope.
But that second win by the gangster, Erwin, has suddenly put the hit squad right back in the driving seat. Oh!
Package German suplex.
Beautiful package German. Tyler York's there, the run interference overhead. Better than that. The hit squad have done it. Tyler York with a perfect moment to run interference on Brad Morse with that package. Belly to back. Suplex by the gangster. Oh. This one is over. Even some new offense for Zach Fuller and Brad Morse, that elevated Morse cord.
Twice, one from each.
Was not enough to get the job done. That spinebuster there, right there was the turning point for the veteran team, and the hit squad moved forward. What a way to kick off the tag team rankings, Erwin.
Yeah, 2 incredible matches so far here on Brawl, with plenty more to come. Let's not forget what happened last week in the junior rankings. As we're seeing here, #1 contenders so far, there's 3 for the spot. Newcomers Scott Smith and Dave England, however the Blueprint sneaking in there after some interference cost Tasmania the match. Of course, Matoda Hosakai and Gene Taylor also unsuccessful, finding them in joint 4th place. In the Women's Junior Championship division, our new champion Taryn Harvey only has 1 #1 contender to consider so far, and that is Morgan Morales. Cynthia Violet and Super Tornado, of course, unsuccessful. However, we do have Cynthia Violet coming up next. She will be facing Riley Patterson, and we're not exactly sure why when she was unsuccessful last week.
The Dragon, Cynthia Violet.
Well, we know Cynthia Violet's always up for her fight, Erwin, and we also know she has had issues with Riley Patterson's in the past, certainly in their EFW days, but you're absolutely right, there is no real logical reason why this match is happening. We all know Cynthia Violet was very unhappy to be even involved in the junior divisions matchup last week, and she was very vocal about that unhappiness to management. I have to wonder in the back of my mind whether or not this is some kind of punishment match against one of their oldest rivals, Erwin.
Nathan Goldman now at the helm as GM. Adrian Goldman saying he's not quite ready to return to that role, sick of his son mooching off his money, has to earn it here and do a good job or he's gone.
Well, a match between Patterson and Violet could be a absolute slugfest, there's no doubt about
just
that.
Be a showcase match indeed.
And her opponent, from Wrocław, Poland, Riley Patterson.
An alumni student of Funk U, Riley Patterson, trained by one of the very best to ever lace up a pair of boots. A former 2-time EFW Women's Champion, has not had the same success here in the N.E.W. roster, it has to be said, but on her day, Erwin, Riley Patterson as dangerous as any woman in the division here in N.E.W.
Especially when the Extreme Rules come into play, however that is not the case here tonight. This is just a one-on-one as far as I'm aware.
But these two women know each other ridiculously well, Erwin. Cynthia Violet and Riley Patterson's had wars in the old EFW developmental territory. The MMA fighter versus the former boxer, these two combat athletes have had outright wars in the past. Could be about to see another one right here tonight.
Hard forearms to start from Violet.
Well, yeah, I would expect some hard shots in this one. Two of the toughest ladies in the locker room on the left hand. It might have been cheap, but it might have been effective.
That's exactly the reason Violet swung an opportune moment.
And I would think that Patterson would probably do the same if the roles were reversed, Erwin.
I think she's pretty rocked here, has not had any offense. Oh, hang on, trying to fight Violet off now.
Oh, grapple single leg drop kick there by Patterson, who can mix it up with the best of them.
Violet's head bouncing off that bottom rope on the way down. That's going to jar her neck.
Oh, great speed there by Patterson, sweeping STO. Beautiful counter there by Patterson. Had something to do with signing both these ladies to the EFW roster.
Patterson trying to go down to Violet's level there and getting taken out in the process.
Armbar submission here by Violet. It's hard to pick a favourite for me on this one, Erwin. I've got to admit.
Two incredible athletes here. Oh, we're looking for a pin there, unsuccessful, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Well, having the greatest respect to both Patterson and Cynthia Violet, I think both these two ladies at the moment are just kind of merged in the mid-card. I mean, great competitors, both of them, undoubtedly, but
Violet now finally getting the appreciation that's due from the crowd, I would say.
Perhaps need
a
little bit of
luck. Oh, what a roll-up!
What a reversal there by Patterson.
Great
luck, that little bit of momentum. Who knows, either one of these women could shoot into the stratosphere.
Patterson, too busy taunting.
Yeah, an uncharacteristic lack of focus there by Riley Patterson. Gives Cynthia Violet all she needed with that electric chair drop, going for a pin here.
Not even a one. Still too close to call is this matchup.
Well, Patterson had no one to blame but herself there for that one. She cannot afford to get cocky against the likes of Cynthia Violet.
Oh, slingshot under the ropes. Kick to the head from Patterson. Violet in trouble here. Still remaining
vicious
dominant.
clothesline again.
Patterson just getting the odd opportune move in here or there.
Well, we all know she's got a temper, Erwin. I mean, they don't call her the Red Dragon for nothing.
Patterson again with a sweep here. Traddix appears to be choking on the last of the Christmas profiteroles. Violet going for a pin. Off the ropes. Patterson though managed to counter with a knee. Clothesline to the outside. Trying to catch her breath in the ring here. As is Max Traddix in the commentary booth. Two. Violet back in the ring. Elbow right to the eye almost of Patterson.
Sorry about that, Erwin. I think that martini went down the wrong way.
Stretched over the back.
Cynthia Violet.
Over the knee, excuse me.
Right back on the attack, but what a counter there by Patterson.
Patterson is desperately fighting in this match, but it's what a clothesline!
That's all she needed. That one hard shot. Two.
Still not enough to put Cynthia Violet away.
Look at the focus now by Patterson.
Yeah,
all the taunting gone.
Tried it the other way around. Clothesline to the back of the neck.
That was shades of Terry right there. That vicious cowboy clothesline.
Patterson not happy with that count. Topa saying he remained temperate.
It's been fair. It's been steady throughout. So Violet just got her shoulder up and is now trying to fight back here. Hard right hand. Snapmare. Running those ropes. Tremendous athleticism by Violet right into the pin. No!
Still not enough.
How close was that? And that's whisker away again for Cynthia Violet. That is becoming the story of this one. Surely now. Has to be all. It is. What a victory for Cynthia Violet. That dragon cutter finally coming good for Violet. After an extremely aggressive matchup between both opponents here, Violet has finally beaten her old rival on the main roster, Owen.
Again, we've got to question what point was there to prove in this matchup? Why was Cynthia Violet on the match card? Well, maybe we will find out in the near future, but until then she gets to enjoy a victory unlike last week.
Yeah, a winner's a winner's a winner, Owen. I'm sure she'll appreciate it over the old rival, but you're absolutely right, the question remains, what is happening to Cynthia Violet?
We're going to take a quick advert break and we'll be back with something absolutely colossal. It's going to be GBH and Bruce Brown in the European rankings.
Here is your winner, the Dragon, Cynthia Violet. The following contest is an Extreme Rules match.
Oh, hang on a second.
Wait a minute.
His way to the ring.
Looks like a member of End Times.
Around GBH!
Weighing in.
Oh! Hang on, don't Magnum Opus and End Times still have that alliance?
Apparently not.
It seems not.
I mean, that is clearly a member of N Times. I'm not sure exactly
Oh.
which one, but the shots to the back there. Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
hang on. Oh!
What the hell?
Oh, what the hell? Indeed. Well, this is not GBH versus Bruce Brown, ladies and gentlemen, and indeed I have no idea what this is. It's Grime, the UK champion.
How is the UK champion doing here?
Oh, hang on a second.
It's
He's
the Demon
not
Joe
alone.
Freeman.
The Reaper as well.
The unholy alliance between Magnum Opus and End Time seems to be over.
apologise, ladies and gentlemen. During the break, due to all the chaos, Nathan Coleman has tried to organise a match here. I believe it's going to be an 8-man tag.
Well, we have just seen the shocking end to a brutal alliance between End Times and Magnum Opus, which has kept the balance of power essentially at a stable level in N.E.W. for quite some time. It seems to be over now. Joe Freeman and the Reaper himself stand in the ring here.
During that break, Marty has made his way to ringside as well.
Oh, it's E.O.D.
Yeah, but there's only 3 of them. Who else is going to join E.O.D. here if they're to be equal numbers?
At a combined weight of 890 pounds, Dallas Ray, Sugarfoot Ray Sullivan, and Haku Ross.
Well, the Equal Opportunity Destroyers have been working as essentially Goldman security for weeks now. It was a bit of a no-brainer, quite frankly, that these men would be sent down to try and deal with End Times. You're absolutely right, Erwin. The question is who will partner with them here tonight. If it is indeed an 8-man tag, all of End Times have arrived.
Well, as a result, ladies and gentlemen, the Outlaws versus True Forces unfortunately been postponed. Hopefully we will see that match next week. Instead we're getting some intense action here as the order is trying to be restored, showing that End Times can't just come in here and throw their weight around. I mean, assaulting Reno Phillips backstage.
Yeah, I mean, if assaulted non-competing members of staff, Bruce Brown and GBH are bound to be disappointed because they're not going to get to finally put an end to their budding rivalry. And of the Outlaws and True Force, of course, that old rivalry is going to have to wait as well, all thanks to End Times here tonight.
Now we have to wait and see if we are going to have the odds even. Oh, we are indeed. Judgment is due.
From Des Moines, Iowa, weighing in at 220 pounds, Casey the Judge.
While Casey Judge has made a statement, he said he's here for justice. He's here to go back to his roots. Perhaps that is why Goldman has recruited him with the EOD tonight to try and put a stop to End Times before they truly get a grip. And arguably a vice-like grip over N.E.W. that may be too tight to break free from.
They are a chaotic team that don't seem to care for any order here in New Extremes Wrestling.
This matchup could have devastating consequences in the very fabric of this company, Erwin. The game is going to change.
And hopefully our main event will remain intact.
The bell is rung and here we go. Dallas Rage to kick things off against
the
Reaper.
Going for a quick pin.
Dallas not wasting any time or showing absolutely no fear towards the Reaper, who of course he has.
Oh, look at strength though.
Recently combated Erwin for that Junior Men's Championship.
And faced Grime at New Year for the UK Championship, unsuccessful there in his attempts, possibly still hurting Grime maybe as well.
Well, yeah, there's always that possibility, but all members of EOD have certainly had their issues with End Times as of late. What Casey Judge's beef is in this one is anyone's guess.
A surprise entrant to even up the odds. As you said, did start saying that he would start going back to judging people for their crimes. Well, this is the perfect opportunity, I suppose.
Well, yeah, if anyone's certainly got crimes to answer for in N.E.W, that would be End Times. Sullivan now
doing their work here. Sullivan taunting End Times there.
The charismatic leader
of
the EOD, Ray Sullivan, getting taken down by Joe Freeman there. The man who of course put the EOD together. Of Dallas and Haku go all the way back to college. And Dallas along the road. And what a unit they have become. Joe Freeman, of course. One half an incredibly successful tag team with Rhyme.
Freeman had this thing slowed down. Had to pick up the pace there to keep Sullivan on his back.
Tag to Nate. And look at the transformation really in this entire group, Erwin. Since
more and more terrifying.
The Fleet Street, the Reaper.
Yeah, possibly one of the most transformed at all, hardly recognisable from his days of the Brotherhood with his brother Marty.
If I didn't know it was him, I wouldn't think it was him, I'll put it that way. Snake Eyes. To Ray Sullivan, who is in trouble.
Backdrop.
Of course, Ray could have a little bit of ring rust. It's fair to say Haku and Dallas have had a lot more in-ring time than Ray has of late.
All three of them doing a lot of door work out back for Nathan Goldman. Hopefully will not affect their ring ability too much, but Ray Sullivan has been rocked here by the tag team offense of End Times. And it's just toying with him now. May not be a wise idea. Let him get to his feet. Oh!
What a European uppercut.
Definitely not a wise idea.
We do not want to trade blows with Ray Sullivan, that's for sure.
Sullivan struggling to pull his mate there though. May have an injury.
They may have hurt his shoulder. His power base tags in the younger, more flexible Dallas Ray. To tell you what, for a guy his size, a tremendous amount of speed and endurance that Dallas Rage has is a shocker to watch. What sweeping STO.
There's plenty of tag team partners left to be introduced into this matchup.
You're
It's just
right.
one fault at the finish. As far as I'm aware, what an elbow to the head!
Swift dusty elbow there by Dallas. Alternate going for a pin here. EOD not going to get in the way.
Oh, that's it!
That is over. I think EOD expected Nate to kick out of that big dusty elbow, but Dallas Rage seemingly had stunned his opponent and right in front of the referee. There was absolutely nothing End Time could do about it. The EOD have struck the first blow for justice here tonight.
The impact and the statement from End Time somewhat stifled here tonight, although they will surely still have to answer for what they've done here. At least order has been somewhat restored in the ring.
I think that one was for Reno, Erwin.
What a victory. We'll take a short advert break before our main event.
After all the controversy, after the breaking up of the supergroups, after interference, after match cancellations, we still get a world-class main event. Daryl Graves will go one-on-one versus the Lionheart, Simon Youngblood in the World Championship ranking match. And just to make things a little bit more interesting, Owen, it is Falls Count Anywhere.
It is set to be extreme. These two very agile athletes, but very differently styled, arguably.
Absolutely.
Be on the lookout in that huge crowd. Youngblood himself never takes the ramp.
And his opponent from Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, weighing in at 220 pounds, Simon Youngblood.
While Youngblood comes in from the rafters, the roar of the N.E.W. faithful tells you that he has arrived. And if Daryl Graves didn't know where he was to begin with, he certainly does now. The fans on their feet to welcome the Lionheart.
Another great main event we have in store for you here tonight. Two former world champions clashing to go for that belt once more.
Both men have made no secret that they want the World Heavyweight Championship back. Of course, Daryl Graves went on that emotional 2-year journey only to have the belt ripped away. A mere week later, Simon Youngblood's tale is as equally heartbreaking and equally short. Both these men truly believe they have at least one World Heavyweight Championship left in them, and who would disagree with either Daryl Graves or Simon Youngblood?
The question is, which is stronger tonight, the Lion Heart or the Warrior Spirit? Graves locking up with Simon Youngblood to begin here.
That is brave.
Test of strength. Oh, cheap shot, uncharacteristic.
It is the tactician against the high flyer here tonight, as far as I can see. Oh!
Again, false count anywhere. I suppose Daryl Graves opting to use those rules to the fullest.
I think false count anywhere favours Daryl Graves, Erwin.
There's no disqualification.
Snap suplex, as does the no DQ ruling. Simon Youngblood more of a traditional wrestler between the two. Hurricane Rana there by Graves.
On both. Known in the past for some extreme feats.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Youngblood can get down and dirty with the best of them. I just think this kind of match scenario just favours Graves.
Certainly does. I think Graves will utilise anything he can when the rule sets gives you that leverage. I mean, it's kind of got to with that weight and height advantage going to Simon Youngblood, who is just laying in the strikes in the corner here.
It's no different to when you wrestled there, and you put you in a Hell in a Cell against pretty much anyone, and you would have been considered the favourite purely because of the amount of them you had.
The craziness that you have to go to.
Oh!
Daryl Graves knows that.
Better than most.
Oh!
He knows that.
Winding up that forearm.
Yeah, what corkscrew forearm that was. He meant that. Right on the chin of Simon Youngblood, who blocks the kick and sends one back of his own. Snap suplex on the outside. Remember, this is false count anywhere, so Simon Youngblood can go for that pin anytime he wants.
Yeah, Flint following them out.
Notice that he connected Owen with that elbow. Did that exact move that Daryl Graves failed to connect with. Youngblood did it and did it better. Perhaps a psychological warfare already started between these two men. Hard shot there by Graves.
Oh!
And again. Swift kick right to the temple. Does even Daryl Graves knows what he wants to do? Top rope.
Hang on.
No!
I think trying to judge what to do there when he saw Simon Youngblood just stand up. Oh, hang on, schoolboy.
Super kick! Classic Simon Youngblood.
who's now looking for his aerial offense, and we all know what that is. Hang on, changed it up, went for the elbow drop.
Yeah, we were of course expecting that infamous moonsault. Youngblood changed his mind at the last minute, and it looks like it may have done him a little bit of a favour. He missed the drop, but could you imagine what a moonsault would have done to him?
Oh, and Daryl Graves throwing Youngblood to the outside here.
Daryl Graves has taken that moment to regain the momentum in this matchup. Went for the first pin of the night on the outside of the ring, right in front of our tech desk.
Again, I think that was just a test of stamina from Daryl Graves, seeing how conscious. Oh, hang on, standing Isha. Die!
Well, he has his answer now because Simon Youngblood is fighting.
Oh, standing moonsault!
Tremendous athleticism by the Lionheart. Referee almost perfect position. 2. It's over.
It. Didn't have to go off the top rope for the moonsault to pick up the victory. Simon Youngblood picks up a point in the men's world championship division.
Well, you know, I think that just shows exactly what Simon Youngblood is capable of. When he can switch it up when he needs to with the absolute best of them. A standing moonsault. Look at that athleticism. And that was all she wrote for Daryl Graves. Referee, perfect position. 2, 3, and there it is.
That we end the show. We want to thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. Thank you and good night.
Good night.